is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Georgia Southern's offense will have the football first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And this is a game of where is Waldo, right? Like, there's a lot of ungood, to quote the great philosopher Reese Davis, on this offense. But there is one spot that they're going to move around at wide receiver. They're going to move this dude around. They're going to try to find matchups because he can win against anybody he faces. He is that good, Jesse, and I'm excited to see how this offense find ways to get him the football.
It's been interesting. No one's been able to figure him out yet. It doesn't matter who they've played or what the caliber of defense has been. Man zone coverage, matchups, they haven't been able to find a way to slow this guy down. You got to give this offense tons of credit. They're being creative. They're adding wrinkles each and every week. But I'll tell you right now, I fully expect this guy to go off today.
On the It'll be a first down at the 29. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets his first sack. Listen, guys, I'm a pass rusher. Everybody remembers their first sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
The short hands, it's Hollins. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Clemson's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. This coaching staff, really this entire offense, licking their chops to try to take advantage of this matchup. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks into the open.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Nine-yard pickup on first down. Here's 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Just none. Able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to Houston.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
They want to throw it. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to pass their way in. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Clemson.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field. That's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that 1st down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And it looks as if we're going to get a timeout here as a man is shaken up. We'll check on his status, but at the moment, we'll take a timeout. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. This time he wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now...
Turning it on! Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
On the ground, it's Davidson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few first downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He might want another play. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Out of the backfield, he's open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind them, and that's where you can make big plays.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Haynes. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free release. Nice job and nice discipline by this defense.
Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The run inside. It's Haynes. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Georgia Southern Eagles sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going.
Breaks into the open. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. Georgia Southern in a hurry. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Gives it on the option. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Caught on the left side by Wesco. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Clemson is quick to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires quickly. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And the extra point is good. On the run from inside. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability, the ability to take it to the house 100-plus yards. It's also a tough skill because you've got all these guys flying down the field so fast, and sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
Run in the red zone. It's Johnson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern's offense comes out to get this drive started. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Florida Atlantic taking on the Navy Midshipmen.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. This home crowd is fueling their running game every single time the running back hits the rock. They are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Okay, Holly. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. They'll try the run. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. The Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right back to it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Here comes Clemson with another first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. There he goes. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Fires deep on the run. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. The defense putting points on the board.
There is nothing better than watching a big boy do what he was born to do. Ball on the turf, the big fella scoops it up, and Palmer, thank God he didn't have to go far.
You know what? The thing I love about this too, David, is he never quit on the play. He pursued it, showed great effort. He was Johnny on the spot, bounced right into his belly. They may want to put this guy on short yardage goal line because he has a nose for the end zone.
To dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Might be calling a hot route. The handoff to Johnson. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying play action. Buying some time as he moves left. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Johnson wants to throw it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing.
The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Got the quick pass. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Quarterback running on the draw. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Not much reason to go for the onside kick at this point, except they want to run up the score. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bradshaw. Picks up the first down. All the way! Touchdown, Georgia Southern! The AT unit on the field. Right down the middle. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But I'll tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Throwing right. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Under fire. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, on the Eagles sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Caught in the backfield, it's Hollins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Quick spin on the ride. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Johnson looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Eagles. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
I know this offense had some question marks coming into the year with respect to who would be catching touchdowns in the offense. I think they may have found their guy. This guy had a TD in their first game. He has another one here. Right now, he's been a matchup problem for opposing defenses.
And he tacked on the extra point. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the fourth quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game, it looks like.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. They cannot believe it. A great play on the interception is wiped away with the roughing the passer call. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The door looked slammed shut in this one with that last interception. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Johnson wants to throw it. Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Eagles in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And some guys just have... of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Johnson looking to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Here's the return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff would be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Wide open downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Denson. Unloads to the wideout. Caught. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on 1st down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.